it is time for what I've heard to be another fucking banger. Apparently, we're getting huge lore. Earlier this morning, for me, Genshin dropped another Teyvat chapter interlude teaser. The God's Limit. You can't see it because it's behind my thingy. There we go. To those who don't know, quick heads up, I don't stream Genshin these days, or very rarely. I do play it. I've been playing since the first anniversary. I am caught up with the lore, the general lore with the main story, all that good stuff. I am not that caught up with Natlan content outside of the Archon quests, but I'm gonna get to it one of these days. And I am very excited for Not Cry. I think my Genshin brain rot is going to be kicking in full force with Not Cry, because I enjoy the general aesthetic already more than I did Natlan. I wonder what this one's gonna like. Is this gonna be like, are we finally gonna get like proper Celestia lore? Maybe, possibly. We'll have to see. I'm gonna try to watch this whole thing once first without pausing. And then we're gonna rewatch and break it down. There we go. Ooh, the art style. Subtitles? Oh. Oh? What is this?
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent. Death abides no
Shades lore? Hello, ma'am. We're getting Shades lore?
For it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no reason.
Oh.
For it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
Oh! Did we know that the sustainer was space? Oh dear goodness.
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly
Okay, yeah.
tore them apart.
Also, lady, are you okay? Yeah, no, we didn't. Interesting. Jesus! Oh.
No. This looks more like Rhindaughter's doing.
Oh, because... Yeah, because Rhindaughter and Nibirius fused. Also, look at her eyes!
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Ooh, the heterophobia? Whoa.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by...
So what? Ooh, the X and Y? Have her eyes always been this color, or is it because now technically Rhindaughter has consumed Nibirius?
By the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
Okay, yeah, this is Rhindaughter.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Ooh. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
Fascinating.
My dear Rhindaughter, you have my respect, Nibirius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
Hear me out. Self-says Yuri. Technically self-says Yuri. This is a very fucking amazing trailer. Already. Also, wow.
And you, Istaroth, why did you bestow history upon them?
Upon them.
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Asmodee?
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time.
Why does Renova look so like... She seems less menacing. Also, listen. I get it. For me personally, this is a little much. But, you know, fair enough, I guess. She seems so much less menacing than she was in the fucking Archon quest.
But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
Oh, there we go. Never mind, I take it back. Oh?
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
Interesting.
What if she just switched sides?
Ooh. Okay. I didn't want to pause. I'm not gonna pause anymore.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the Heavenly Principles. It's unthinkable.
Well, and she's the sustainer now.
She loves her new master more than her own self.
Ooh.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Oh. Is it? Wait, is it? Ooh!
I remember those eyes. It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Oh. Oh, the music.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine.
He
I'm
is?
sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because they...
The Cryo Archon.
Oh.
With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the Heavenly Principles.
The Heavenly Principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
Oh.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
Sure it was.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened.
Get it?
Of
It's
course.
time we...
To the extent permitted by the rules.
Ooh. And there he is.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing.
Look at that
Hence the
thing.
origin and meaning
Ooh.
of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the
Ooh.
gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution.
He says, staring right the fuck at them.
And what of it? Lives will be lost. A nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Oh, we're not done.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we
Oh.
are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now I can go back and pause. Oh dear God. Okay, we're gonna do it a little quieter and this first of all, this start is very interesting.
Been so.
I wonder who this
Abides
is.
no reason, for none are born by their own consent.
Or what this place is even.
Death
That
abides
Renova
no
just
reason,
wiped the fuck out.
for it cannot be defied.
Yeah, dude, we are entering our
Others who
Emphorius
see
arc.
it coming.
It is time to kill God.
Time abides no reason, for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be
Dude, this was
reclaimed.
amazing.
Space abides no reason.
So we have, what are the names? We have Renova as Death. We have Naberius Life. We have Istaroth as the Shade of Time. And what's her name? Asmodee as the Shade of Space. Yeah, and what it, like, what the fuck was going on here?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Thinking it's a pocket world, gold made out of on a whim, but I could be. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense because Renova like implied that or mentioned or talked about that right here. Dude, the way she just steps on it. Oh, I didn't see that. Like, oh, wait, like her hand. Ooh.
The beer... No. This looks more like Rhine-daughter's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre
with your
creations.
bizarre creations.
Ah.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space.
Oh, I didn't even... Dude, I didn't even pick up on that at the first. All life here has been rendered unstable. By the... Ooh.
All life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler
Tainted
of
by
space.
the ruler of space.
I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
So did she just, like, plant a couple of humans or creatures, I guess, here to, like, test whether they'd survive?
You seem to wield my
Look how everything is, like, very, like, techno, like,
power
techie?
as if it were
Like, love, like-
nothing but a plaything for your amusement.
technological.
Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rhine-daughter.
You have my respect, Naberius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
Hmm.
And you, Istaroth? Why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time.
Also, who are... Am I stupid? Who is...
After
Who are
all,
they?
It's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well, perhaps you could share your
Oh,
input
she's
not
oh.
here.
I didn't realize that. She is like turning
Well,
back.
Perhaps you could share your
So is that just her, like, does that happen to anyone near her, or is she purposely doing that? Forgot to mention, make sure to look at the voice cast. I did think that some voices here looked very familiar. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, it's Aiden, right, that's why Renova sounds familiar, but oh. Fascinating. Also, let me read this real quick. In the Council of Gods, no mortal voice is ever heard, and thus was the fate of the world arbitrarily determined. We know that such is the way of the world, but do the gods act out of contempt, or do they have at some hour begun to act out of fear? Ooh.
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time.
But yeah, again, I do wonder if, like,
There's
this,
no
like,
trace
turning
of
back
Asmodee
time
here.
thing she's doing, whether she's doing that
Gone.
herself, or whether that's just something that
Anyway,
happens when you're
It's
around
time
her.
I put this space out of its misery.
So this was caused by Asmodee. Oh, was this space just one of her cubes? Is every cube one of these spaces? Or a space created by, or, you know, in some way, shape, or form influenced by Asmodee? I mean, obviously, like if she's the shade of space,
Meetings are just a
obviously
formality. Does it really
everything's her,
matter
like,
that only
part of
3
her
us are
creation
here?
in a way. But
I,
you know
for
what I
one,
mean?
think that we should find her.
Like little pockets.
Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades,
And is Teyvat
not
just one of
us
these?
has ever missed a meeting.
What if
Well, I guess
she
probably
just
not,
switched
but
sides?
yeah. And this, what if she switched sides? Doesn't surprise me they doubled her characters. Yes, but the fact it's Erika specifically, because Venti has lots of connections to Istaroth.
Finding her would do more harm than good.
It's in all languages. Okay, yeah, that's on purpose. That's on purpose. If if Istaroth and Venti share a voice actor in all languages, that is on purpose.
Good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair.
Yeah, and this is interesting.
We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Fascinating. She did introduce herself as the sustainer of heavenly principles. So, and if these three don't know what's going on with that. Also, Istaroth reminds me of Robin. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe just like the shape of her face, her eyes, whatever. Very Robin coded.
Do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
And this is fascinating. I thought at first it might have been Capitano.
I remember those eyes.
But yeah, no, it's ooh.
It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Also walking her walking down the spiral stairs. True. Also Robin coded. I wonder if when the heavenly principles awaken, will they just separate Rheindaughtr and the Shade of Light? Yeah, that's it. That's a good point. Like, what are they gonna do about that? If they do anything about it. And yeah, dude. And he just stood there.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
Are you sure about that, ma'am? Are you sure about that?
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
I really like
For lack of a
Nibirius's
direct
or
order,
Rhine daughter's design, I
I
guess.
say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
So there's rules that they have to abide by too.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of
So wait, are these all places in Not Cry?
people have always yearned for the gaze of the gods.
This is so pretty.
And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and
Oh, what is that in the back? Dearie.
retribution.
This reminds me of the Eternal Oasis.
And what of it? Lives will be lost. A nation brought to
Oh.
ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have.
Ooh, and is this like maybe like a town that we're gonna find ourselves in? Look at that, like a giant core.
Not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold.
Looks a bit like Sangonomiya as well.
Even the gods have their limits.
Oh, yeah, same Nova. Like these regions, like let's go through these again. Actually, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many regions do we have so far? 6, right? Yeah. This gives kind of Fontaine vibes. This gives Sumeru. Well, Sumeru, kind of. Natlan, kind of. This gives Natlan vibes. This just gives like Liyue, Morn kind of vibes. Yeah, I'm assuming these are all Not Cry places, but they're all very like diverse, and they remind of like chunks, I guess, of other nations as well. Like this just straight up reminds me of the Eternal Oasis. This kind of reminds me of Fontaine again, actually. Do I recognize that voice?
Make sure the Frost Moon Scions don't pose a threat.
This sounds like Rosaria's voice actor.
Per the Pale Star Edict,
okay,
we are to retrieve
this.
the damsel
Also, wait, for the what edict?
Per the Pale Star
Pale
Edict,
Star Edict.
we are to
Whoa, wait!
Don't pose a threat.
Per the
Those look like Intervats. Like, those just straight up look at least very similar to Intervats. Where is she? And why is everything so glitchy? Wherever she is, it's gorgeous. The Genshin program is loaded right next to Amphoria's. Dude, for real. We're in another simulation! That was great. Okay, let's check out what CatWithBlueHat said. In the first scene, we saw a woman talking about the rules of her world. Oh dear god, of her world. Huh. Also, why is that ugly bar there? Could be Teyvat, but there's another possibility. She could be referring to this temporary world created by Rhine Daughter as the Shade/Ruler of Light.
Life abides no reason.
True, I guess, yeah.
For none are born by their own.
It'd be so funny if Paimon really was just a random character. That would be so fucking funny. And also funny on the one hand, on the other, people would fucking riot.
Death abides no reason.
What? How do people...
Death abides no reason. For it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming.
Only partially true in Teyvat, since those cursed by Renova cannot die.
Time time abides
yeah,
no
true.
reason. For it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed.
Yeah, time on Teyvat is wacky. But it's true that it still continues to march forward regardless of where you are. True.
Space of
Unless, maybe Marajavari. Marajavari?
abides no reason.
We don't know how time works in that one.
Face stops the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Yeah, it's clear that Reinhardt knows a lot about the twins from this. Was she trying to get these temporary creations to write a story about the twins? We know that Anders' daughter, or M, was tasked with this role. But ever since M died, there hasn't been anyone else to write legendary stories such as hers and Teyvat. Listen, out of all the Hexenzirkel members, I think Rheindaughtr is the last one we want to write any stories, especially if they can have any impact on anything that is happening. I think we can agree on that part. The Boar Princess story on which the whole Imaginary Theater was built was written by her. Yes. And so was Durin. The baby! God, bless Simulanka. Were the humans in this scene an attempt at replicating the mage M from the Hexenzirkel? Maybe. After all, Rheindaughtr herself is also part of the Hexenzirkel. Based on her creations in the past, recreating her friend M is not something she would consider wrong. I mean, yeah, she doesn't give two fucks about right and wrong. It would just be another experiment for her to discard after studying it. Dude. As, like, interesting and fascinating she may be as a character, fuck Rheindaughtr, man. Fuck her. Yeah, gold and blue. You know who else is gold and blue and white? Why not? Anyway. The floating DNA, like, the thing behind her changes colors based on who's talking as well. Even the small light on her head changes color based on who we're looking at. Oh! Interesting, I didn't notice that. Her half black and half white dress also looks like something that happened after the merge. Yeah, it's like... I assume that, yeah, black is Rheindaughtr, yep, and white is Renova. I will say I like Rheindaughtrs more. Also, to this day, I don't actually know if she's pronounced Rheindaughtr. Rheindaughtr? Gold. Well, we see Naberius' original appearance in the scene before the merge with Rhein. True. This is when she created the first Hydra Archon, Egeria, as the heart for the primordial sea. How can we tell that's that moment? After the merge, their hair colors mixed together to become orange/blonde. Unsure if the different colored eyes represent the two in the same body or not. I mean, they could. Because Conbrians like Rheindaughtr are supposed to have blue eyes with star-shaped pupils. Oh, that's true. True, could be. You can also see that Naberius makes the hands glow blue, while Rheindaughtr makes them gold.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval.
How did she do it? Like, genuinely, how did she do it? It was previously thought that Rheindaughtr might have paid a price to use Naberius' powers. And I still think that there could be something to that. But... yeah. Yeah, maybe it was just like having to take on that role. Which, again, listen, I don't want that woman in any influential role ever. Gold being the ruler of life is not a good thing in my personal humble opinion. Since later we see her attend the meeting that was exclusively for the 4 shades. But it is interesting that despite having like no actual control, she is still present. So either Rhine-Daughter doesn't want to get rid of her for some reason or can't. I mean, she would still be considered a sinner, in my humble opinion. This is how the creator of Albedo, Durin, and Rift Hounds looks like now. True. The ruler of life's holographic powers are also remind me of the dendro element in Teyvat. Oh yeah, I guess? Oh, that's a fair point.
This looks more like Rhine-Daughter's doing.
Fair point.
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
She does. Maybe the Shades really don't care who takes their powers as long as they continue to be Shades. As we know, Renova helped Natlan in the past to establish its rules for the Night Kingdom. However, the Heavenly Principles were very displeased with her for this act. Yep, she was also responsible for the Curse of Immortality. Yep. Still a fucking badass move, by the way. Because she couldn't remove his Curse of Immortality, which was against the rules she set, or she upholds. Also later allowed Chimalanka to visit the Natlan of the present as per their bet. Also has a very familiar design behind her. She sure does. It's fucking statue. And yeah, zoom out the statue. Well. Yeah. Things signifying death or eternal peace / end. Staff of Homa, the statue in Inazuma. Yep. Symbol of eternity and death of ambitions. Ambitions? Ambitions. Could be. Could be. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess so. We still haven't seen how the 3 sisters look like, so this theory could be wrong. We can see that her powers can even bring death to the space created by the ruler of space. Perhaps her true powers are not exactly death, but instead causing the end of things. The end, you say? Finality? The Orikyo's past related to the Crimson Moon's powers. It is clear that the element closest to the ruler of death is Pyro. Also has eyes that are similar to Renova. I guess? Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit of a... I don't know about that. Among the 4 shades, Renova seems to be the most loyal to the Heavenly Principles.
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
Has been the most active shade in the game's story so far. Being worshipped as the Thousand Winds by the people of Mondstadt in the past. It's clear that she is heavily related to the existence of the Animo element. Right, she did. Letting them plant the sacred Sakura thousands of years in the past to protect Inazuma during the Cataclysm. And Enkanomiya. It was Issaroth who taught the people of Enkanomiya... Wait. The Light Ram's powers. Oh dear god. Oh, really? Interesting. And yeah. Yeah, no, like, now that I think about it, she has been, like, very active. Even Venti is said to be born from the branches of time and thousand winds of time. Yeah, I mean, I never really realized just how much she's interfering in everything. And there it is. Her design and personality is also quite interesting compared to the other shades. She has a huge clock on her white long clock. I didn't even notice that. Oh, I didn't even pick up on that. She has 5 other clock hands floating under her rings. Ooh, I don't know. I didn't process them as clock hands. Every one of these 7 hands have a unique design and could represent different aspects of her powers. Among the 4 shades, she seems to be the most tired and bored with her duties. Honestly, hey, listen, can you blame her? Her closest element would be Geo. I mean, aesthetically, that makes sense. Yeah. She's still active, just not with the other shades. Another possibility could be that the portal appeared 500 years in the past in the memory.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space.
Could be the Abyss, but I feel like it might even be something else.
What if she just switched sides?
The idea of switching sides means there's an equally powerful entity for her to switch sides to. Is there someone who's equally as powerful as the heavenly principles in the Abyss? That is a terrifying idea.
Interesting idea. Better
But it wouldn't be out of the question.
Devoured.
Oh, maybe. Ooh. I thought he was just talking about her act with Nibirius.
It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Asmodee could be serving a new master and maybe under their orders eavesdropped on the twins. It could also be theorized that Paimon is Asmodee and her new master is the Traveler. If the portals during 5.7's quest appeared in the present, that meant Paimon was at 2 places at once. So Paimon being Asmodee seems like a weak theory for now, unless you assume that they are split, which, to be fair, is an ongoing theme. This duality, I guess. We have it with most of the Archons in many aspects, you know? It's more likely for Paimon to be related to the Moon Sister than the 4 Shades. Fair, yeah. Skirk's release has also revealed that she considers Alice as the sustainer of the world's borders, which gives the impression that Alice could be controlling the ruler of space or using her powers. We now know for a fact that Asmodee has been acting on her own in present times. Yep. Yep. At the time, he tried to stop King Ermin from tearing away the Veil of Sin and failed. And eventually, Khaenri'ah was destroyed and its people cursed.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his
Listen, I
past
call a
obsessions.
cap on that part. If I'm not interpreting this wrong, the way Reinhard dismisses his past obsessions of his as if it's nothing feels like a cold and cruel thing to say, especially if she's one of the 5 sinners. Unless Pierre was also pursuing abyssal powers like...
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
pass
she
on an
seems very
opportunity
loyal.
either.
Yeah, Reinhard didn't seem to like really change a lot or
My
at all.
dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted.
Also, listen, no one's gonna know this, but there have been quite a few instances lately with characters in these games reminding me of Show by Rock characters. Like, hold on. She just reminds me of Eileen now. We have Eileen. We had a fucking Crow in ZZZ. We had... who else? There was one more. I forgot. And no one's gonna know what I'm talking about because no one has played Show by Rock and no one can play Show by Rock because both of those games have gone out of service. So that's fun. And no one's gonna watch the fucking anime. All I will say is Show by Rock, my beloved, and the music is absolute fucking bangers. Anyway, back to it. So when you watch the show, oh my god, based.
The price of gazing
To be fair,
upon
the show,
gods.
the anime is okay.
So
It's fine.
tell me, what is the price of killing a god?
It doesn't fully go into like some of the insanity that the game does. Yep, they do. But instead, the Heavenly Principles, it's the 4 Shades and perhaps even the Moon Sisters instead of the Heavenly
God
Principles.
stays silent,
Oh, God.
as if the thought had never once crossed his mind.
What if Paimon is actually a fragment of the Heavenly Principles, but that is now observing and learning about how the world is acting while they're asleep and be ready to do something after they wake? Maybe.
To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even
Oh, you're
the
also
gods have
Scar
their
just being
limits.
fucking Joe. The only gods that have been killed are the ones in the Archon Court so far. However, Pierre does not seem to think of them as gods at all and only focuses on the higher powers, like the high
Per the Pale
powers.
Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
Seems like the third of the 11 Fatui Harbingers has gone rogue and isn't responding to the Tsaritsa. Dude, Columbina is so creepy. Yeah, look at her, look at her. Looks like Columbina is related to the Moon Sister since she's in Nod Cry. However, even though Tora the second is in Nod Cry, so he... I mean, that's true, I guess. That's a good point. Or has it turned into a situation where the Harbingers are going against the Tsaritsa? Either that or they can't. With how badly the Traveler lost to Arikino, who was the 4th Fatui Harbinger, oh yeah, we are cooked. We are done. They better come prepared to not cry since we'll be meeting the 3rd and 2nd now. Yeah, no, we are fucked. The animation also reveals the new areas of Not Cry as Piera travels through them. Yes! Very pretty. Maybe. Could be the outskirts of some island and Not Cry. You can see Sumeru at the very back. Oh wait, yeah, that is not. Wait, yeah, that is Sumeru. That cliff. Oh yeah. He's the island with its mysterious bright light. Wait. Oh, it's the island from the web event, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Up there it is. A ley line branch affected by Notcry's environment. Looks like a head. Yeah. Very likely Nasha town of Notcry. The Clink-Clack Crumb Cake craft shop that Inefa is from exists in this town. I wonder if this machine at the center is the core of the town's power source. Could be. Yeah, it's all very like, yeah, very advanced. That was good. That was great. That was lovely. That was wonderful.